Hello parents, this is Mr. Torres. I just wanted to do a quick intro and let you know what the class is about and how we're gonna do grades in this class, and then give you guys my email, my contact information, so that if you guys have any questions, to please feel free to email me. First thing, this is me. My name's Gabby Torres. I teach geometry and leadership. I'm also the SGA sponsor. So I have a leadership class that goes along with SGA, but I am your son or daughter's geometry teacher. This is my family. My wife and I have been married for 10 years. I have two beautiful children. My son, who's 3, his name is Elias, and my daughter, who is 6, a first grader at Manatee. Her name is Abigail. Um, they're the reason why I do everything, as you parents can relate. Anyways, so I figured I would let you guys see my beautiful family. So geometry has an EOC attached to it. Okay, the geometry EOC will be taken in December. If your child is taking geometry this fall, their EOC will be in December. Their EOC scores contribute to the overall grade for the class. And this year, it would also be an Algebra 1 EOC concordant score, which means that if your student does not pass the Algebra 1 EOC, passing the Geometry EOC will make up for the Algebra EOC requirement. Okay? Speaking of the Algebra 1 EOC, testing starts next week. So if your student has not taken the test or did not pass the test, they will be taking the Algebra 1 EOC coming up, starting next week. Okay. Um, Google Classroom. All information and material will be found on Google Classroom. Everything that we will do, from notes to practice problems to homework problems and homework assignments and Quest, everything will be posted on Google Classroom. If you want to receive Guardian summaries from Google Classroom, please feel free to contact me and I will send you an invite for that. Okay, but Google Classroom is going to be our main source of information. The students can find all of their notes and all of their information for every day in Google Classroom. Focus will be used to post grades. We will be posting grades weekly. I try my best to update grades at least twice a week. Assignments are going to be due on a couple different days during the week, so it just depends on when the due dates are. I post the assignments on the next day. So just so you know, Focus will be updating grades throughout the week, but my hope is to do it twice a week at the least. What's required in my class? Well, something to write with, something to write on, and a calculator. Okay, we will be using calculators. So if your student doesn't have a calculator and you guys don't have a way of getting them a calculator, please let me know. Okay. Something to write with. I said preferably something erasable. I use friction erasable pens. If your child likes to use pens, that's what I would recommend, just so that they can erase. If not, pencil and eraser are awesome. Okay, and I don't require a notebook for the class. I just need them to have something to write on. They can share a binder if necessary. Okay. Phones and other electronic devices. Just to let you know, we will often use technology in the classroom, so that's something that I would recommend for your student to have with them. Um, if they're going to bring their own device, I would love for them to bring their own headphones to classes as well, because sometimes I will ask the students to watch a video in class, so having the phone and the headphones will help them be able to do that. Um, but the phones and all the devices should only be used for pre-approved purposes. Those AirPods that are really easy to hide underneath the hair should not become a distraction, and it should not interfere with your child's education. So please help me in making sure that they keep those uh, away in the middle of lessons. Resources. Textbooks are optional. We will be using Algebra Nation that your students have access to through Launchpad. We will use this website called Edpuzzle, where the students will be viewing some videos, and I will be able to track and see who saw what videos or not for grade purposes and for purposes of being able to keep your students accountable. Um, IXL, which is a platform for students to do some tutoring at home and practice at home on their own. A software that will allow the students to do some practice problems and tell them what they did right, which ones they did wrong, and how to do them right if they did them wrong. So that's something that I will be asking your students to work on. But I will also encourage them to do it on their own. So it will be a great resource. Okay. Grades. So grades are composed between two different things: homework and quest. So the mastery homeworks, they will have one or two per week, and the mastery homeworks will be 30% of their total grade. And then their quests, which will have one per week, will account for 70% of their grade. Quests will open up every Thursday at 3:30 in the afternoon, and they will be due on Monday at 11:59 p.m. So before midnight, they would have to turn those in. Okay. Mastery homeworks were due one or two per week. Right now, they have been due on Fridays. When we get to doing two of them per week, they'll be due on Wednesday and Friday. Okay. Online tutoring session. If your student needs help outside of what the 90 minutes in class that we do every day, um, these are available. These are tutoring sessions with myself and two other geometry teachers. So we are conducting all of our tutoring sessions through Zoom. So these are our Zoom links, and the students just have to go in during these times and ask questions. Okay. So if your child has a question on Monday's homework, then they should go on tutoring on Tuesday with Miss Sheratat and ask questions. If they have something that they needed to answer over the weekend and they want to join the Monday Zoom tutoring session, that they should join on Monday with Mr. Bartlett. Or if they on Wednesday they have some questions, then they can ask me on Wednesday morning. I encourage students to ask questions every day in class. So don't wait to the tutoring sessions to go and ask questions. Okay, and that's really it. So if you guys have questions, please send me an email or a message through Focus.